Welcome to lesson 39 of course 2. In this lesson we're going to talk about proportions. We're going to use cross products to determine if two ratios are equal, and we're going to solve a proportion for an unknown term. Our vocabulary are cross product, which is the product of the numerator of one fraction and the denominator of another. The cross products of these two fractions are equal. As you can see here, they both equal 80. Proportion, a statement that shows two ratios are equal. So these two ratios are equal, so this is a proportion. 6/10 is equal to 9/15. A proportion is a statement that two ratios are equal. 6/20 is equal to 4/5. We can see this in mental math because we know that 4 times 4 is 16 and 5 times 4 is 20. But if we didn't know that, we could form a cross product by multiplying the numerators and the denominators together. 20 times 4 equals 80, and 5 times 16 equals 80. So we know that these two, 16/20 and 4/5, are equal. And we can find that both of those products equal 80. Whenever the cross products are equal, then the ratios are equal. We can use cross products to help us find missing terms in proportions. You do that with two steps. You decide what the cross products are going to be, and then you divide the known product by the known factor. Let me show you what this looks like. Maya can read 12 pages in 20 minutes. So she reads 12 pages in 20 minutes. So we put the 12 over the 20. At that rate, how many pages can she read in 30 minutes? We want the 30 down here on the bottom because we want the bottom both to be minutes so that we're calculating the same thing. Now we can find the answer by solving this proportion. We can times our 12 times 30, and we can times our 20 and then divide by the 20. So 12 times 30 is 360. You see that down here. Right here. They do it right here. You take their 2. We got your 20 times the n equals the 30 times the 12. So we get 20n equals 360. So when we multiply this, we get 360 up here. Now we've got to divide that 360 by this 20 in order to find our missing number, which is represented by n. And when we do that division, we know that our missing number is 18. So our proportion is 12 over 20 is equal to 18 over 30, which we can see right here. Now we can reduce those even further by dividing these top numbers by 6, or by 2, or by 6, yes, I'm sorry, 6, and the bottom numbers by 6, and we get 3/5. With both, let's try and reduce this. So this is a 3, it's a 10, I'm sorry, that's a 5. 6 goes into 18 3 times, 6 goes into 35 times, that gives us our 3/5. 4 goes into 12 3 times, and 4 goes into 25 times, that gives us our 3/5. Wow, Mr. Thompson's a little bit confused there. Sorry about that. All right, let's go. Let's take another look. All right, so see if you can do this one. Pause it, work it, see if you can do it. I'm going to do it on the screen for you, but I'd like you to see if you can do it on your own before I can finish it. I'm sure you can all multiply faster than I can. If you can't, then pause it and then restart it. First thing I'm going to do is, I know I'm solving for, I'm going to take my 15 times 32, so I got 15 times 32, and that's equal to 20 times n. So I take 32 times 15, that's 10, that's 15, that's 160, 0, that's a 2, that's a 3, that's 480. So now I've got 20n equals 480, 480. So just to get n all by itself, I've got to divide this by 2, because then that'll change this side to 1, which leaves just n, and I just have to do the same thing to the other side. So when I do that, I'm going to get n equals, well, let's do that. I should be able to do that in my head. For some reason I can't. It's alright, we'll do it the hard way. That's 2, that's 40, that's 24. So n equals 24. So 15 over 24 should be equal to 20 over 32. Let's see if we're right. Yay. I love it when you do it right. And then we can reduce them down to 5/8. Make 20 over 32 much smaller, and 15 over 24 also reduces to 5/8. Let's try another one. Ooh, decimal. What are we going to do with that? See if you can beat me. See if you can get it done before I can. Pause the video if you feel like you can't. Okay, I'm going to do my cross multiplying. I'm going to do 1.2 times 6, and that's going to be equal to 4 times x. Alright, so 6 times 2 is 12. Here's my 1, that's 6. That's 72. I've got one decimal right here, so I got to come over 1 and put it right there. So I got 4x equals 7.2. Got to get x by itself, so I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides. So this becomes just x, and then 7.2 divided by 4. 4 goes to 7 one time, 3. So I got to make sure I bring up my decimal. So 4 goes to 8 times 1.8. So my answer is 1.8 over 1.2 is equal to 6 over 4. That looks right to me. The top number is bigger than the bottom number, just like this number here is bigger than the bottom number. So let's see if it's right. Hey, it is. That's fantastic. Were you able to get it done before I was? Here's a couple practice sets. See if you can do these two on your own. And then I'll give you the answers for them. Pause the video. See if you can do it. Number 1, the answer is 10. And on number 2, the answer is 2. Hopefully you're able to do those, calculate those, and get those same answers. Here are your tickets in the door, numbers 1, 2, 7, and 17. Get those done. Write down any questions you have, and we'll talk about it tomorrow in class. Thank you for watching the video.